So I decided not to go around the southern tip of Florida, but to use the Okeechobee Waterway instead to cross Florida. It's a water system that is a series of canals and a river and a lake that connect the Gulf of Mexico and basically the Atlantic Ocean. It starts in Fort Myers, goes up the Caloosahatchee River, crosses Lake Okeechobee, and then winds its way down the St. Lucie Canal. There's 5 locks along the way that control the water heights. I think it's about a 14-foot drop. At least that's what it was in the final lock when I dropped into St. Lucie itself. Abundant wildlife and farmland and nice sightseeing along the way. There was a stretch I'll forever call Alligator Alley. I saw alligators probably every 100 yards or so. Well, I'm still not all that smooth on the lock passages. I just found out that yes, my radio does float. It's supposed to float, and it does. First-hand knowledge on that. So while I drop my radio in the water next to the wall, I still got to get tied off. So I have to leave the radio floating there. I don't know if it's going to wander off or not, get tied off so I can try to recover it. Did manage to get my hook and drag it toward me and reach down and snag it out of the water. But that was stressful. I found a great place to tie up for a couple nights in a nice little town called La Belle. You could stay 3 nights on the way in, and even 8 nights on the way out to the Gulf, preparing for your journey. I'm just about 2 blocks from the wharf where I'm tied up, and I found a little coffee shop that has good chocolate muffins and coffee. Not too many coffee shops along the way, so I'm excited I don't have to make my own this morning. The most interesting thing I came across was a group of vultures actually working on a alligator carcass. The vultures' wingspans are 5 to 6 foot, so these are good-sized birds, and by the look of the birds and the look of that gator must be 15 feet long or so. By far the largest creature I saw along the way. So I'm turning out onto Lake Okeechobee. I'm 4.5 to 5 hours to get across this lake. Big lake. So here's a new one for me. Tied between what's called 2 dolphins. They don't look like dolphins to me, but dolphins are pilings and stuff that you can tie off to. Don't see a Burger King, Wendy's, Chipotle, McDonald's, or anything like that anywhere nearby. Might be spaghetti again. So I mostly do 1-pan cooking. Just easier, less to clean up. I'll show you how this stove works real quick too. Pull you down, hang on. It's got a little sternopot inside. Here, I'm gonna lift it up. You can see there's 2 containers. You fill those with alcohol, and all it does is you open up the opening so it allows the vapors to flow, and use a lighter to light that. I do love me some butter, and this is what makes it a 1-pan meal.